Hello. I've just gone on Facebook Live on our home search community, and I did a little bit of what you might call a rant about how you can control the motivated sort of buyers, sellers, renters, investors in your own local market through November, December, coming into January, maybe even to February as well. One of the things that we hear, particularly over the last sort of 2 weeks, is the caution around wanting to take any action between now and next year. And actually there are a few strategies which I wanted to share with you today that might help you just get more listing agreements, more agency agreements signed between now and Christmas, leading into the new year, so that when you're sitting there having your Christmas lunch, you've got 25 to 30 instructions sitting in the office top drawer, either waiting to launch on Boxing Day or in the new year, or all things being well, you've actually sold a few of them as well without having to actually put people through the rigors of viewings back to back and everything like that. So this was a strategy that I used to employ in my agency days. I would call it ready to sell. And it would be a conversation that I would have with anybody who would say to me, and it would usually start in October and go all the way through until I stopped ringing people, which is probably something like the 10th or 15th of December. And people would say to me, Sam, we're going to wait until next year. If you're watching this, you will have heard that, hopefully if you're doing your job, from at least one person already. What I would urge you to do as a professional is go back to them and explain to them, firstly, the difference between selling and moving. Nobody, if they're not on the market now, is going to be moving before Christmas. It is a statistical impossibility. There will be outliers, obviously, but plenty of people will sell before Christmas and actually sit there, put their turkey in the oven on Christmas morning and have certainty around the fact that they are moving. You need to give them the confidence that you are the person to actually get them a result between now and then, or at the very least get them ready to get a result as soon as they're comfortable putting their property on the market. Conversation I would be recommending you have is it is better to get their marketing and their paperwork organized now while there are still leaves on the trees, no Christmas decorations are up, the skies are a bit bluer. I say that as it's an absolutely miserable day today. The grass literally in their backyard is greener than it's going to be in January just because of the seasons, At the same time, you say to them, we're going to get you ready to sell. We're going to get your photos done, your floor plans done. We're going to tidy the house up. We're going to make sure that your removalists are booked for late February, late March, giving them an understanding that they actually control time frame, or you can help them control the time frame. While you're doing that, you get an agency agreement signed. Yes, you're not going to be putting it on Rightmove or on Zoopla or on the market or on Boomin or any portals out there. Maybe not even put it on your website, but you're taking control of that instruction and you're making sure that a motivated competitor of yours can't come in and take it from you as well. You get that agreement signed. We're not going on the portals, but we are going to get you ready to sell. We're going to arrange everything we possibly can now so that when you're ready and you call us and you say, Sam, I'm ready to rock and roll, all I have to do is push a button. You're on the market the next day. We've got viewing stacked 3 or 4 days after that as well. In the meantime, and this is where you can use home search as well, you say to them, what we'll also do is get started on where you want to buy. So tell me, where would you love to live? And you can show them not just what's on the portals now, but everything. And you can say, in the meantime, while we're getting you ready to sell, we're going to start working on your search as well. That's a great service offering. It's going to give them an opportunity to talk about how much work you've done for them when they're seeing their friends and family at Christmas. Because one of my favorite one-liners ever is in December, everyone you know is talking to everyone they know as well. So if you can show them an amazing service and give them everything they want, including their timeframes and everything they didn't know they want, including somebody actively working on their home search for them, who do you think they're going to talk about at Christmas when they're saying this is going to be our last Christmas in this house? They're going to be talking about you as well. Here's the key thing, and here's how hopefully, if you've got those lists full of ready to sell instructions to launch on Boxing Day or in January, you can try and get a few results from them in the meantime. Once you have the agency agreement signed, you get their permission to call them back ahead of what you've agreed if you find somebody who's desperately looking for a place like theirs. Now, you and I know you're going to have people already in your database who are looking for homes just like theirs. My point of getting permission is you're not going to be that pushy agent that says one thing and does another. You're the guy that's actually carefully said, if I do find somebody, is it worthwhile me actually talking about your place? Or are you adamant you're going to do absolutely nothing until the 10th of January, until Boxing Day or whatever it might be? 9 times out of 10, people are going to say, if you've got someone, give me a call, right? Then it's your job to go back to your office and find a list, as long as you can make it, of genuinely motivated people. These aren't people that you're trying just to wedge into a viewing to boost numbers. These are people who that home suits their needs. You bring them through. It's an amazing level of bespoke service. It's even better if those people have something to sell themselves, because you're showing them something that's exclusive and you're going to be able to secure their instruction as well, which gives you another agency agreement sitting in your drawer for the new year, right? Worst case scenario, putting people through a ready to sell campaign and educating them on the difference between selling and moving and how they actually have control over when they move and you can take care of when they sell, is that you're getting a handful or more of listing agreements signed, and that worrisome period through December and early January where everyone's thinking, where's my next instructions going to come from, doesn't happen because you've got a drawer full of them. Best case scenario, you're going to do a few deals, and on the ones that you don't do, you're going to get amazing price feedback so that when you do launch it at the time that those people are ready, you are going to get a result within the first 7, 10, 15 days because you haven't missed the market and you're not sitting on top of the motivated stock. You are the motivated stock. So that went on a little bit longer than I intended, but I know that this is a strategy that works. Yes, you've got to pick up the telephone, you've got to talk to some people, and you've got to show them what you can do with a bit of cool technology that you have at your fingertips as well. But if you have 50 of these conversations, you're going to have 20 pieces of paper ready to rock and roll if you can follow those steps. So my suggestion will be a bit like Nike, just do it and let me know how you go. Thanks very much. We'll see you soon.